Hello everyone, it's Jennifer. Thank you for stopping by Scrapbooks and Memories. Today I want to show you 3 projects I have been working on the past few weeks. One is a composition notebook turned into a lovely little journal. Some decorated envelopes. These were gifted to me by Shawna at My Reality Crafts. So I decorated some of those. And then I used the stencil that was gifted to me to make some mermaid scale backgrounds. And I made some A to C's with those. So I think we should get the smaller stuff to the bigger stuff first. So let's take a look at these cards. And I'm going to just bring in scrap piece of paper here. It makes it easier to see these. So I started off with a few of the mini ones. And if you're participating in Ephemera Madness, this could also be for the July prompt, which was magazines. I used some magazine images to decorate these really cute little coin envelopes that Shawna had gifted to me. I love how I stamped the backgrounds with these. And then that very, like these bold black lines are from the brown vintage sewing patterns. And then I stamped some script on top of that and faintly some little flowers back here. And then some cute little magazine images. I love that lady. Here is another one. Same thing with the background with the sewing pattern, and then the stamping on top, and then I layered some magazine images. This one I went and had a little fun with, put some cinnamon rolls on there, put taste like home. So cute. That would be really good in my recipe book or a recipe journal. And then I made a couple bigger ones. These are stamps. This was fussy cut out of the one of the Tim Holtz paper packs Shawna had gifted to me, along with these Tim Holtz stamps, sticker stamps. So I just layered them all up. Super pretty. And then another one with things gifted from Shawna was this image and this image, and even that background paper came from her. These 3 right here were from the collage cutout book. And this background here was from the Tim Holtz papers. And then I just added some musical notes. I thought it needed something to kind of bring it together, so I added some music paper. Very, very cute. I had so much fun decorating these, and I was so happy because she was my secret Santa, and she had sent those to me in one of our packages. So thank you so much for those. I do enjoy them. I have so much fun decorating those. And then in a recent swap, you guys may have seen, I was gifted this really cute stencil from Jenn at Sassy Southern NC Girl. Was it? Yes. For that, I was thinking it was the mermaid swap, but no, I had a different partner for that. So I made these are really pretty. It was from the French fry box swap because she did a beach theme. So I made a scrap paper. It was just like some mixed media paper. And I went on with my stencil, and I had like a whole sheet. Not a sheet, but like a whole strip of this. And I just went around and did different colors for backgrounds. It came out so pretty. And then I decided to make some ATCs. These are really cute. So I used the little sticker wax seals also from the things she has sent me. This little holographic mermaid fin back there, her tail. This is from my mermaid book cutout, my collage cutout book. And I added some glitter here. She had like some little white highlight spots. So I went ahead and filled those in with glitter. Put a little word here, explore, and some little, these aren't really jimmies. They're like hollow and they reflect out to look sparkly, but they're really cute. I love that one. Then I made a seahorse one. This came from Jenn. I cut the little red ones and stuck them on with this beautiful little seahorse. And on the background, and you can barely see it right here, this is some of that texture paper that Jenn had sent me also. So super cute. And then lastly, I made this ATC. This came from Jenn, and this came from Jenn. And then the rest I had in my stash and out of my collage cutout book. And I added some gold foiling around. Really, really pretty. I love how this one came out. So there are those three. I had a lot of fun doing these. Thank you so much, Jenn. You sent like the most awesomest gifts. I had a lot of fun with this stencil. I even did a couple other things with it. I was playing around and I did these little background labels, and then I was using my little beach seashell stamps. I kind of dig them. I don't know. What do you guys think about these? I might make some more. I might not. I don't know if I'm really liking that yet. So finally, let's get these little small projects out the way. Excuse me. We come to the Alter Composition Notebook. I had so much fun putting this together. I used a Digital Detectives Casebook Kit by Dalia, and that is, oh my God, I am blanking on her name right now, and I know it. I'm going to flash it up here on the screen for you guys. I just totally blanked on her name. Mandalee Cards and More. That's her name. Mandalee Cards and More. So Dalia has a Etsy shop. Not Etsy, Ko-fi. She has a Ko-fi shop. And she's been putting her printables up on there. Sometimes they're free if you can like snag them early enough, because she does offer freebies, and some of her collections she'll offer them free for a limited time, and then they'll go ahead and become full price, which isn't much. It's like $3 or $4, I believe, for her collections. And they have tons and tons of little things, like 50-something pages, some of them. So this is really pretty. I'll leave her link to this digital kit. This is what I did with the cover. Now, I did use some book images for these flowers. I don't know why. I wanted to do detective, but I wanted it to be feminine at the same time, and flowers, of course, scream femininity. So I added some white ones up here. This is a whole page that she set up for the cover. So I just went ahead and put that on my cover and embellished it. She did have another page that was specifically for the spine and for the back. I opted not to use those. I had a really pretty trim here, this lace that was gifted to me. I think it was BB's Closet Creations. I think this might be the last of it too, and I opted to put it on this book and made it really pretty. So let's get into it. Now, I'm using this book to write down my detective or psychological thriller type books that I'm going to be reading. So this be pretty thick. I could use this for a couple years. This is really pretty. Came out of her collection. And I did put something in it just to remind myself that this is a little tuck spot here. And then I added these flowers from the book. So I decided each page I was going to rate it, say what type of book it was, and then just kind of, if I liked it a lot, I really liked this book. So I went into a lot of detail about what it was about because I wanted to remember. And then I just took the images from the internet. And I like that it's the whole book cover, so I can remember what it looks like and not just have the title and the author. And then this came from her collection. And throughout the book, I did do like some stamping, and some of the pages most of them aren't truly white. I took the time to go over them with vintage photo. And then I just wrote, the date that I read the book. Here's one for the silent patient. And I decided to decorate the pages with these are really cool black and white images of these, what is it, like the Tim Holtz paper dolls, I think they're called. And I added some of her items from the kit. I still have to go and add some more pages. I'm just going to give you guys a flip through now because it's pretty much the same throughout. A lot of space to write, and then some pages I wanted to clearly be decorative just to look at and be pretty. I like to look at pretty things. So I have some lace here. This is a journal spread from her collection. This is from the collection. This gun is from the collection. These flowers I've added from my book. And then this really pretty like little black lace. Some of my pages did get stuck together. So every so often I have like a little cluster, and I like to write around things. It's gonna look cute once you write around it. Oops. Here is another double spread page. Her collection is just so cute. I really love it. And I really love how it came out with the flowers. Another double spread. Love that little clock. So cute. A lot of stamping. It took me a whole day just to go through and stamp these pages and then go over them with inking. I might not be able to pick it up, but see, there is, because it's so bright, there is like light inking on the pages. And here is the middle. So I made a big pocket. And then I stuck these evidence tags in here. I was thinking I could, look, see, I've already reminded myself to write something like this on the back. 2025 favorite books that I read that year. So I might do the same thing with the other ones. Just fit right there. Then I just did some collaging with some of her collection thing. This is what you call it, fabric. I think that was gifted to me also by BB's Closet Creations. And it was like a traveling vintage style fabric. I thought it'd go really well with this collection. Really cute. And here on the back side is a bigger piece of that fabric with the paper. Then some more little peoples. Another little cluster. Here is another double space fold, like a double page fold. I love this collection so much. It was so much fun. Thank you so much, Dalia, for offering this collection in your Ko-fi shop. And I do still believe you guys can snag this collection for free. I love these oranges here with the pinks. It brings out like the redness and this brownish tones. So super cute. Let's see. Yep, another cluster. Some more stamping. And then on the back here, I decided not to make a pocket or anything. I just left it decorative. So that's the detective, and maybe that's his son's like following in his footsteps. And then that's the back. I wanted to leave it black on the back. And I did put this here to cover up the little UPC and stuff, the barcode. And these beautiful flowers are rounded. I love how this composition notebook came out. I just absolutely love it. And it's so fun to write in. I enjoyed writing in it already too. I still have some more books to add, but this is going to last me a while because I think I'm only going to just put just the like mystery, psychological thriller type books that I read in this one. And I might make a different one for like my fantasy books that I've been reading. So I just want to say thank you for joining me today for this really fun project share. Thank you to the ladies that gifted me all these fun items to create with. I loved it. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you have a fabulous week. Until I see you next time. Bye.